Heyo, Cool Skeleton 111 here. How y'all doing? Alright. Well, today, we're getting back into Ace Attorney! Alright. Doesn't appear to be any more announcements, other than, we got 69 followers on Twitch. Let's go. Nice. Alright. But are you all ready to get into it? Here we go! And it seems like the game audio is working. Please be aware there'll be some awkward voice acting, as usual. And let us move to the bridge, since apparently it's ready now. Oh! We should probably go across that. Inner Temple, we gotta go see if Maya's okay! February 9th. Inner Temple Gate. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before.
They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick!
That voice! Girls!
Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick!
Oh, there you are. You've been stranded over here for a day. So you're here ever since that night?
I'm so sorry! I thought it was going to die! When I woke up in the morning and saw that dusty picture's gone, I realized I was alone!
She was all alone?
It must have been very trying for you, little girl. I am Francisca Fontana, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now, as that I'm here. You're the persecutor who was trained to Mystic Maya last year. Well, thank you. You're nothing but a little girl without your will. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong. You're so mean. I'll never forgive you.
It looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Ow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything! Hello, one, welcome in, and congrats on getting first!
You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away.
Anyway, Pearls? Weren't you with Maya?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls?
Mystic Maya!
Hey! Wait, Pearls! She just ran off. Ow!
That was cool, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable.
What was that all about? Pearls acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. I guess I better take another look around since I finally got the chance. Especially since something about this place seems different than 2 days ago. She's been here for 2 days? Was there any food? Okay, no. Why is the furnace open? There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open. Almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, well. Let's see what stunning clues concealed in here, shall we? It's empty.
How naive of you, Phoenix Wright.
But it's a bit strange. Don't you think? Franziska von Karma? I seem to remember... There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently.
Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name.
I was only copying you. Huh. Okay, well, let's go see if we have any sign of Maya. But Pearl said she was here alone. February 9th, Inner Temple. Training Hall.
What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
Maya? She was supposed to be in here training.
Yet it appears she is nowhere to be seen.
What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. Is that the physical embodiment of a Cyclock? This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it.
Those chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before.
I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a Cyclock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What's this goop all over the,
What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright?
It's a scroll. Not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually...
A woman? I don't see any woman here.
There's a different atmosphere in the room since the last time I was here. No. It's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy!
What's the matter?
The scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy.
Ah, yes. There is a very appetizing smell in the air. But the gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see.
No. No one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. Why would anyone do this? Why the scroll? Hanging scroll updated. Touch to see before and after view under the check screen. Okay, whatever. What took you so long? I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this. Mr. Wright. Prosecutor Goto! I didn't know you were here.
Prosecutor?
How come you didn't show up to the trial today? I could ask you the exact same question. But I had a cold, so... It's something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding.
Enough! I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very first kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial?
Who's the wild mare, Wright? This is Miss Von Karma. She's the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, Princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Excuse me?
Just who do you think you are? This case is mine!
Hey, Frilly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand a woman like you. Okay, nope. I totally do not like this guy. So full of himself. I'm only gonna say this once, Lady von Wittenberg. Go home!
Hey, that's lies!
What are you hitting me for? You deserve more cracks in the whip than that, Wright. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Goto today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow? You had some important business, and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So, what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Wright, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course. Being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and and adjusted with all your internal organs well, let's just say modern medicine allows us to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So you mean that mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement. My unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing.
I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How is that possible? What happened?
Why don't you ask him?
Me?
Yeah, that's right. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me.
Well, Phoenix Wright? Do you?
I don't know what he's talking about! Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Goto was killed. It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Wright? Earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on the side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wondered, Wright, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. My Faye is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. But that's impossible! She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where is that? The sacred cavern. The entrance of which we are standing at right now. Yeah, Maya is missing. And we have to go find her by solving a bunch of historical facts. Oh wait, wrong game. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched the cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Well, we don't know where Maya is, but we're gonna try and find out. Even if she weren't there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, right, that you sent my Faye to her death.
You fool! Is that the situation? Why aren't you in help with the search party right now?
You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well tried. Once again, a woman dies because of you.
Huh? Once again? What are you talking about?
Don't tell me you forgot. It was only 2 years ago, after all. When the last unfortunate woman died because of you.
Because of me?
And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's little sister. That's right. Mia Fey.
Huh? But we weren't really... Does this guy have some issues or something? Because I'm pretty sure Phoenix had no way of knowing if she would have been murdered or not. It's like he wasn't in the building. He didn't receive any calls or anything. So I don't know what this guy's on. Yeah, he's losing it. I think he lost more than his vision by being poisoned. I don't know. Mia?
You killed her!
No! That's not how it was!
It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone. A man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy.
Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy! Personally!
Sure, Miss Fey's murder was caught. But that won't bring her back!
Neither will blaming people! Well, no, but...
You were with her at the time. You and no one else!
What was I supposed to do? She was already dead when I got there! What do you want me to do? Do some summoning magic and bring her back? That ain't happening, buddy.
It was your responsibility. You should have protected her.
I feel like someone's projecting.
You say Mia Fey was your teacher? Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Wright. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate.
I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No!
What is this peculiar-looking lock? I thought we just break it open. It would be a simple matter of...
I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes.
What do you mean by that? Is really a lock falling on the ground going to break it? Like, is it gonna cause an earthquake just by... Whoop, there it goes. How heavy is this lock? Wouldn't, like... Okay, you know what, this game makes no sense. I shouldn't be over-analyzing it. But for real, we could just take, like, a pair of bolt cutters and, yeah. Something's very fishy about this guy.
The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the trading hall. Any excessive force used to break open the lock.
As I said, we just used a pair of bolt cutters and removed the chains. We can open the lock elsewhere.
Well, let's just say the temple of the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past.
For real.
Very well. Then I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key.
Sure. Just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock.
There's no keyhole.
That's right. An interesting puzzle. The person who set this lock is the only one who could open it.
Then who was it?
Simple. The accused.
What? Iris?
When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. My fate was to train in there.
Sister Bikini did mention it in a number of times. Now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So, Iris the accused is the only one who could open this lock? Oh, okay, I read that in the wrong voice, but just pretend that was Goto.
I've arranged for her to be brought here now.
Iris is the only one who could open this lock, huh? I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya! We'll get you out! Beans! Beans! Alright. Let me go ahead and, I'll be right back. Gonna go grab him. And I am back with the beans! And for the first time, I actually looked at the nutrition facts, and it says a serving is 27 pieces. That's 27 beans for a serving. Alright, anyway, let me get the beans wheel up. If it'll show. Hello? Beans? Okay, there we go. And let me do a spinny. And it is liver and onions or cappuccino. Let me see if I can find one of those. I think it's this brown bean with white/cream speckles. Well, bottoms up. Huh. Yeah, that does taste very oniony. Not bad, though. It really does taste like liver and onions. Not bad. Not the worst one. But still, one of the bad beans. Never had liver and onions, but onions are pretty good. Like cooked onions. Nom nom nom. Kinda tastes like pot roast, almost. Like pot roast onions. And now my breath is gonna stink. Yippee! Alright, let me get these quickly. Or at least back to box. Okay, and back to game. Beans wheel, bye bye. Yeah.
So, I should be getting back to work.
Wait, Goto! How sure about Maya are you?
There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon.
Edgeworth?
Listen up, Wright. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never!
Well, that... Yeah, he has a lot of issues. But I guess I wouldn't past him too hardly, since he has been injured. Most likely in a coma or something. Anyway.
You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright.
That's what everyone says. It looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Hello?
I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I?
It sounds like someone's talking to himself. But where's that coming from?
Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. My brain. This is driving me nuts.
Gumshoe!
Is something troubling you, Scruffy?
Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir.
It was merely a simple greeting. A friendly tap on the shoulder. With my whip.
So, what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind?
How'd you know, pal?
Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not.
How'd you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay?
What? You mean the one that says no entry on it?
I, kinda already snuck in there.
Is he trying to be clever or something?
So what's behind there, Stuffy?
Huh? A kind of, garden-like garden.
A garden?
Yeah. Anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out! I'm not telling you. I'm asking you, pal. You got me?
Sure, yeah. Isn't it normally the other way around?
Well, see you later.
So, shall we head on to this garden, Phoenix Wright?
Of course. What else should we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Well, in we go. February 9th, Inner Temple, Garden.
There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is.
Strange feeling. Forget about that! What's that strange writing on the stone lantern?
Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here.
Don't you know, Scruffy? If Uncana will always show up wherever there's a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here.
For now, I'm gonna save real quick. If it'll let me. Yep. And back to the game. So, how's the Inner Temple investigation going?
We have the best. We have the best forensic teams in the world working on the place.
Forensic team? And what was the outcome of this scientific study?
Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as the whistle.
That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that?
Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir.
That stone lantern and surrounding area that's not covered in snow. Correct.
You look kind of fishy to me, you know. Scientifically speaking. So I got to the lab boys to look them over. The results were, it's kind of hard to say, actually.
I guess I better look into them myself. About Maya.
Oh, did Mr. Godo tell you that?
Yes, we heard.
He's got a search party out looking for her. There's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal.
Edgeworth?
He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here.
We'll have to wait, since she's the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern.
Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal.
I wonder what it is.
Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. I spoke to him. Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down. I felt like I was drowning.
Sounds pleasant. Well, let's take a look around. First of all, what is this thing? There's a charm or something poking out of the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too.
Apparently, it belonged to the victim.
Tommy Silistonim?
Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and this charm match exactly.
Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Currying Master's Talisman out of court record. A little lantern. A little statue.
It is suddenly a quaint little garden. Oh! What is this huge ball here for?
Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it?
Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken.
That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case.
Yeah, there's my face earlier with the water in this. I was kind of getting sleepy.
Gumshoe!
Yeah!
Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it?
What the heck is that?
Uh-oh. You spotted it, my pal.
Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious!
It says Maya.
Yeah. And before you ask, it's written in blood.
You will answer all of our questions now, Scuffy. Without exception.
Yes, sir.
Do. Maya. So these letters are written in blood?
Yeah. What's worse is it's the victim's blood.
This is Miss Dunim's blood?
We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but, it's looking that way, pal.
Most interesting. Felix Wright. I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down?
You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation.
Really? Do tell.
Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down.
Oh, you silly man.
Him. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Dunem wrote these letters herself. In her own blood.
You must be joking. That's impossible.
From the writing, and the victim's blood, and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Dunham's murder.
Silly little man of the silly little garden, doing silly little things.
At least that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal.
What? So Miss Dunham was killed here?
However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now.
Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... What was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see?
What do you think, Miss Von Carvern?
Sorry, expected comes to investigation would reveal the answer, no.
But wait a sec! Bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder. Right?
Sorry. That's not an option, pal.
Why not?
How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Icy Bridge was completely pumped out.
I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all the stuff here, pal.
I can't think of a counter-argument to that.
I knew it. Now I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here.
If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. And Gumshoe, don't do that. That's tampering with the crime scene. Well, I guess we should go talk to her. Whee! February 9th, Hazakura Temple. Main gate.
It seems we'll have a visitor. Mr. Wright!
Iris! I'm really glad to see you.
Kojo managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency.
Not him again.
Never mind him. We've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you was locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later?
Alright. Let's hurry to leave our temple. I'll see you later.
Wait, Edgeworth! I'm coming with you guys.
Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us.
What?
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but I have faced in a rather delicate position.
What do you mean by delicate position?
This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere.
Come on, Edgeworth!
If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right?
But Maya!
Mr. Wright! All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued. Correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright.
From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us.
This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention?
She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, we gotta go talk to Bikini Lady. February 9th, Azakura Temple. Main Hall. Sister Bikini looks like she shrunk some since I last saw her.
Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My. Hello, you two. How you doing?
From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down.
I was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad range.
Is she talking about Edgeworth?
It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear. It's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my bag. Would you believe it? What have I done to her? Only what you had to, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. And I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Shoes doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see.
Huh? Me? Oh yes! You did great, Sister Bikini! Absolutely spectacular!
You know, I'm the only one who said that to me.
I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shell to a shrew.
Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright?
Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that. But I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those cyclocks of her. Oh yeah, she did have some of those. Well, before we do that, can we talk? Okay, we don't need to talk. I'm gonna save. And a present. Because, I mean, what else we gotta do? Elise Nim. Sister Bikini. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Nim had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it had to do with her true identity.
What on earth are you talking about? She was Mystic Elise! Was an author, just an author. Picture bugs.
To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her.
Suspicions?
Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Dunim's true identity. This, I think. Because it has the emblem of the Crane Master. Miss Dunim had this charm with her at all times.
Where did you get that?
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either.
What do you think it is, Mr. Wright? Oh, what could that talisman like that possibly mean?
It's a talisman. Is it? Interesting.
Oh!
This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Dunim really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Dunim's true identity. Yeah. Just present this. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But this scroll shows the master of Crane's channeling technique. Did we just take the scroll with us from... We just have gravy in our pockets. The crest at the top of the sign... The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman that the victim carried with her. This crest is reserved for the Master of Crane.
Oh, and I told you that's nonsense! I have no idea what you're talking about!
The new Master, Maya Fey, told me.
What? You mean that acolyte? His misty face?
Daughter? Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, in fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor.
Mystic Misty!
Wow, that... Oh.
Mystic and he's graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all.
What is the significance of this talisman, sister?
A Crane talisman! It's the symbol of the Master of Crane! The bearer must carry it with them always until her death.
Until her death?
So Elise Dunim was really Maya's mother, huh?
She was Misty Fey, the master of the Crane channeling technique.
The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here.
Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now?
Because something happened that called her out of hiding.
What happened?
Well, Huh?
What's happening?
It can't be!
Ah! Oh my goodness! The inner temple! This kind of treasure might! The inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall, it might very well cave in!
What?
It seems to have passed.
Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go!
What? Where?
To the inner temple, of course! Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later. Alright?
Of course! You run along now! People may have been hurt! I must get some first aid kits ready. Someone's in Phoenix, right? They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you.
Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. Edgeworth! I wonder if he's alright. No!
You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth?
Come on, let's go. We have to go save our boyfriend. We've got to hurry to the inner temple and... Right. What are you doing here? Oh, didn't I?
Do you expect us to understand you if you don't speak up?
Ow! Hey, why am I the one getting wet? She's gone. No! The defendant, Iris, she's gone.
Gone? Where?
She flipped. She escaped.
What?
So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. This man needs a hug right now.
I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes and I stupidly passed out.
That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it?
That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right. The inner temple area is dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side.
We haven't seen her.
Then we need to get a manhunt underway now, and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom.
Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet?
Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross.
No. That's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth.
What are you talking about?
Sister
Master Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake.
Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation?
Listen, Edgeworth. I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary.
Right.
Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now!
All right. Let's go.
February 9th. Inner temple. Training hall. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. But what we found was something none of us could have ever expected. What? More locks! How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris! Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? Well, yes, I would like to save. February 9th. Inner Temple. Training Hall.
Right. Is this what Goto was talking about?
Yeah. The trick locks.
Now then, Iris. Please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth? I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me.
What?
During the quake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here.
So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes.
If only I was stronger.
Edgeworth, you're strong. You're very strong. Everybody has their weaknesses. It's okay. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face.
Like you don't want to talk with your face all green.
Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly...
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest! That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth.
Understood. We'll handle the investigation, my god. You take care of things here.
Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably crying in the corner of the garden.
Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Felix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles.
I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
I am going to save again. Save often. Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see.
In other words, you didn't run away to escape Salah. At least we're clear on that.
I can tell. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright,
But what?
Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door and... Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the locks can open it.
And you aren't the one who sets these locks?
I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of the locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct.
What?
Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But
It will take time, won't it?
yes, about a day, if I had to guess.
A whole day?
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us?
Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
We've got to wait another day. Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
And what might that be, Phoenix Wright?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Sakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Azakura Temple, too!
Being spotted at both Azakura Temple and the inner temple. It's as if you were...
Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. I don't think we'll be able to solve that at this moment. Let's come back another time. Garden? How's Edgeworth doing? February 9th, Inner Temple. Garden. The cops are still combining the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time.
How have I done that?
Wow. I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Hey! Don't you dare run away!
What do you want, Wright?
What do I want? I want you. I mean,
If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away!
I was ready to hug it out with him. But he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris.
Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible.
You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh?
There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime. That's why.
You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow?
Exactly. As you know, these things could have been planted here after the murder.
But surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you?
We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right?
So I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes.
No. Though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath.
17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with a big quake that hit the courthouse.
Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and passed out. That's when it happened.
That doesn't really that still doesn't really make any sense, because you could, like, I don't know, push up on the ceiling? Like, elevators aren't built like that? But okay.
That single gunshot shattered my whole life. Lost everything that day. All because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself.
It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago. Right?
You think I don't know that? It was there. I was there. But it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me.
Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So no more of the self-pity. Okay?
There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. It felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No. Wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before.
So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for a file?
Yes. I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before. 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
It was my first appearance in the court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare.
Don't you mean your worst nightmare? You had your worst one? Is it really worse than the elevator things? Anyway. So? Who is she?
I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give you that information. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public.
What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case.
The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and his sacred temple. And neither did the case. No. That woman is completely unrelated to this murder.
Unrelated?
Yes, I can say that with complete confidence.
You're wrong, Edgeworth. She totally related to the case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. But we cannot do that at this time. So, I guess we'll just keep moving now? Yeah. February 9th. Inner Temple Gate. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks. So I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Speaking of, where did Pearls go? Mauve, please. February 9th, Dusky Bridge. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down the path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Well, you heard the man. Let's go! February 9th. Heavenly Hall.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Pearls! What are you doing here?
Nothing! What about Mr. Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey! What do you think you're doing here, Nick?
Larry!
This is the loser shack. When losers get together and lose themselves.
This is the what?
Hey, we've uncovered in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick. Mr. Maurice did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls?
We're gonna get a firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-round potatoes over a visible little campfire. So stay out of our way.
I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man?
No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, Mr. Maya.
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture?
I got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now. With Pearl. The losers cooking potatoes together forevermore.
What am I going to do with him? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw it out. So I think it's really amazing.
See? Someone appreciates it. Let's stop getting the place to look like that, you know?
It's supposed to be sister unexplained to the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream. A wonderful fantasy.
No. That wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night.
But Mr. Louise.
Oh. You too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase. I'm begging you.
I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw.
Okay, I was half asleep when I was here that night. I was right awake after the lightning strike. And then I saw what I saw. It was exactly like you drew in the picture.
And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch as face value.
Hey, what's with that look of doubt on your face?
Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just... Well, I'm a kid, you know. doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Dunim's room reading a book together. But Miss Dunim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple.
Oh,
Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. I couldn't let go. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power. It has disappeared.
What? Her powers have disappeared? What do you mean your powers have disappeared?
It's all over for me. The spirit medium who fed channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey! What are you looking at me for?
Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at EDGEWORTH Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps?
Oh.
Way to go, Nick! You made her cry! That was really cool of you!
Just a couple of babies. Just as I thought. I'm gonna have to break her psych lock to get the truth out of her. And I don't think we can do that right now. Shall we move it on? Let's go let Bikini know that everything's okay. February 9th, EDGEWORTH Temple, main gate. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. You can only hope. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Uh-oh. February 9th, EDGEWORTH Temple, main hall.
Well, what's the damage? How's the sacred carvern?
It looks like it survived. But we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping from us getting inside the sacred cavern.
But who? Who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the correct tradition.
We have Iris at the sacred cavern, trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh, yes? We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Kreen disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Faye suddenly disappeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise... No, I mean Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the Master, she said... Someone is trying to destroy the Korean traditions. Main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them.
Someone was trying to destroy the main family line?
There's only one heir to the title of Master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new Master of Crime, and her daughter's the main family. While other mediums become branch family members, with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed through the history of the clan. Branch families always have, and always will, primarily those of the main family line.
Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed?
You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real.
Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the mask-to-mask case, and during the Maggie Perth trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most.
According, technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's the true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill?
I suppose so, but, Hello, Ritsu! Welcome in! How you doing? And it appears, your favorite bikini lady is up again. I think we'll only have to see her a few more times. Just gotta finish talking with her. With all that power and influence, I kind of expected you'd be really rich by now.
Are you saying rapport, Mr. Wright? Oh, you're very right, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see? Probably because of one little mistake.
A mistake? What mistake?
It was 17 years ago that when everything came crashing down. How because of that incident.
That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is?
I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file.
The DL6 incident? I knew it! The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago.
Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case.
A murder that took place 17 years ago.
It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer.
And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother.
Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence,
The investigators were spurred into action.
But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he?
That's right. He was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the crime tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of the crime village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared. Vanished. But everyone still thought of her as a fraud.
But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all.
Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. A crime tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan.
Does she mean Maya?
The spiritual power of a crime channeling technique is in the blood.
Maya's told me the exact same thing before.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the woman in the family can inherit the power.
Her main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Army.
Mystic Ami?
But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master.
And the ones who don't become branch families. Right?
That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy.
You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia.
Oh yes, I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia?
Of course. She became a lawyer in hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life. As a result.
Don't you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Really?
Well, she was what happened to her own... She saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superpowers, or superior powers, manages to usurp the Master Seed from her.
Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
Morgan? There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home. Crying Village. What she did was terrible. It was Also, she could make her own daughter the next master.
I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris...
Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this?
That Iris is... Mystic Morgan's daughter.
What? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter?
Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already.
I know her very well.
Oh?
Yes, Pearls. Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was only an only child.
You danced! That child! She's Mystic Morgan's! I had no idea! Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she?
Yes. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. I promise we're almost done with her. Almost. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master.
I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2.
3? Wait, what? 3?
Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl.
What? Twin sister?
Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled.
If you mean Maya, then yes, she is missing. Mia is... dead. Mia's the older one.
It wasn't many years later that Corinne's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her and the village, taking her twin daughters with him.
How awful.
He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it all happened. He decided to give one of his girls up, to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see.
It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister... I am curious, though. So are there spirit medium brothels? So, like, they can channel spirits, and then you can do whatever you want with them? I mean, that'd be an interesting concept. I don't think that'd be a thing, but... It's still the channeler's body. But if they're offering the service, you know... Alright, anyway. Could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? Hello, Omar! Welcome back! Or, welcome in, I should say. How you doing? What was the name of Iris's sister?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler.
Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped me clear up a lot of details. Pearls had two older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mr. Morgan's anger towards the main family.
Anger? What do you mean? It is pretty cold up in the mountains. I don't have a D20 command. I might be tempted to make one, but not at this moment. Anger? What do you mean?
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that could destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
I mean, I have some of these if you want to... What? That's not... Let me try that again. Okay, well that was weird. But yeah, you can try some of the sounds there. Or if you want me to make a sound, and you have enough points... Tonk. Alright, that's why she had pearls?
It seems that the incident here was a result of Mr. Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confine her.
So Iris had a twin sister. The plot thickens. Oh? Well, if you want to do that, you can. Or you could keep saving up. Up to you. Your points. This information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions. And get some more info. Well, you know who else said something about a jeweler? Alrighty. Yeah, trying to get over there. Alright, gonna see. We'll talk to Edgeworth about some of this stuff, and then I think we'll wrap it up, maybe. Unless we're super close to finishing this part here. Let me just double check. Oh, hold on, I think we missed something. Gonna head back for now. Think we missed something back here. Just gotta double check the courtyard. February 9th. Hazakura Temple. Courtyard. Sounds like someone's unhappy. Someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming?
Oh, but no crime, no motive, no crime, sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the traveling room in Wright. Oh, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Cases we have, good cases we've lost, all along the way.
I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae? I didn't know he was singing
Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal!
Huh? Who, me?
How long you been there?
I just got here.
Oh, okay.
So what are you up to, detective?
I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon.
The real murder weapon?
That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here. I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found this weird scratched paper. Looks like a letter or something. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though.
A letter? Well, I guess we're talking to Gumshoe then. So, how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know. Should be telling you, pal. But I guess you can't hold it. Looks like the murder took place in the inner temple garden. And they're taking that bloody run on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ.
What? You mean...
I don't have any details, pal. All I know is if you don't find Pyatt down in that safe carvern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation.
What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here?
You got me. I don't know. You're not my words, pal.
Then who said it?
Mr. Godo.
Godo? What did he mean by that? About that letter you found.
Don't remind me, pal. I'm pushing again here trying to find the murder weapon. All I find is some burned up old letter.
Burned up old letter?
Hey! It was in the incinerator right outside the other temple.
The incinerator? I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining things. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. After the incident, the snow melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder.
What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look.
Can I? Do you mind?
Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it.
Wow, so kind.
It's all spirit mediums and master stuff, anyway. I bet it's not. I bet it's got no relation to the case.
Spirit mediums! Burnt letter added to court record. It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters! I'd better give it a good looking over and some serious thought.
Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Later, it's a crime, pal.
So, what do you know about the real murder weapon so far?
Well, it wasn't the sheet of Shield that was found impaled on the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today.
Yes, that's true.
In which case, it must have been another blade.
And that's what you're running about like a headless chicken looking for now?
Yeah, and man, it's time to work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken.
Yeah, he seems more like an ox.
We've got the feather of forensics on our cap these days. We're using the perfect secret weapon on this.
Secret weapon? What's the secret weapon of yours?
You want it home? You've got to think scientifically, okay?
Alright.
The first weapon is a sword. Swords are scientifically speaking made of metal. Right?
I don't like where this is going.
Any questions so far?
No. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him cook. I'll let him cook. I'll let him look smart.
So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector.
Raise your hand if you didn't see this one coming from a mile away.
Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go?
Huh? Me?
I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try?
I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Should we help him out? Should we give the old Gumshoe a hand? Let's do it.
Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you.
Alrighty then. I guess I'll give it a go.
Like I said, this is the perfect most advanced gadget. The absolute best. It's so sensitive you could make it cry. It's so high tech you could skydive off it.
Oh, bother.
So now, I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right?
Sure. That's what we're trying to find.
Right. So first, let's turn the detector on. Next, move the detector around and give this courtyard a good looky-see, pal. No worry, this baby will let you know when you hit something. And when that happens, press this button to give the area a good hard surface.
I don't know what that was.
This thing picks up metallic objects. Take a good look at anything you find. It seems suspicious, okay?
I was not advancing that text. What? This is Miss Dunham's staff, isn't it?
Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood.
But the detector is reacting to it.
Yeah, but whenever you look at it, things made of wood are alright. I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic.
Isn't the whole point of the metal detector to find metal where you can't see it?
It's weird that this thing is causing a racket.
Here, let me take a look at that.
Hey, hands off! I'm examining evidence is a job for the...
What? The top is coming off!
Look what you've done! You really... damaged... You've damaged a really important piece of evidence!
Ah!
That's
A sword!
inside the staff!
Is this... Could it be...
Your murder weapon!
I'd never have guessed that there'd be a sword concealed within the victim's staff!
They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal! This one's a real tip. Workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword. Or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot.
I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. The real scene of the crime is the inner temple garden. And why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey, Gumshoe. Who knows about the hidden sword?
No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now.
Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it.
Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh?
No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder.
Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal!
It's about the same length as the Shijishido, too. This must have been the murder weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna run over the forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left. Even if most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal! Verification gonna be erudite.
Wait up, detective!
Huh? What is it, pal? I'm busy, right? I'm a busy guy right now, you know?
You're going to get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a little while?
Huh? What are you talking about, pal?
Please! Just until we find Maya.
Maya? What's this got to do with her?
I don't know. But I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Oh? How so?
Look. Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and... well... we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel.
You don't think... Maya's the
Please, detective! Let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern.
You're looking kind of iridian there. Okay. Just stop it with that face, pal. One thing, though. The staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished.
I understand.
This is just a regular old run-of-the-mill staff. You got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal.
Thank you, detective.
Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Gumshoe.
You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find my home, pal?
Sure. Thanks. Victim's staff received from Detective Gumshoe for safekeeping. I can't help but wonder, though. What was Elise Dunim doing with a staff like this in the first place? And that's where we will stop for today. For now, let us head on over to the crypt. Boop. Well, that was very impactful, full of things. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but we did find out a lot. Oh, well, speaking of that, yes, let's us find someone to raid. And what would that suggestion be? Is it Stinky Ray again? No. Alright, well, who might it be? Risu Chu. Alright, let's see what they're up to. Says they're doing some art? Is that the correct one? It's like they're doing some Pokemon? Yep, alright. Well, we'll go ahead and take a look and see. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up the raid. And with that being said, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!